What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? Your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming is back again. Another midday monologue coming at you. Now, this is something that I've been noticing in a lot of the write-ups, a lot of the blogs, a lot of the postings, is that there is a lot of people that are very on the fence. And when I say that, what I mean is you get like half that seem cool and half that are angry at this. And what this subject is that I'm talking about is getting paid to do reviews. Seems to be a huge hotbed of activity on all the boards about this. And I don't really understand it, to tell you the truth. Because it seems to me that if someone wants to pay another person for that other person's service, that shouldn't be a problem. Now, I can understand the balancing point here, because the idea, the concept is that the person whose game it is, or the company whose game it is paying a reviewer to do a review of it. So I can understand that aspect of it. I can understand that problem with it. That once that happens, once that's initiated, then people watching the review don't know whether they should trust or whether they can trust the person doing the review, because they're being paid directly to do this. Now, I understand that there are people out there, critics, that make a living criticizing things. Whether you are a movie critic, whether you are a food critic, whether you work for a company that critiques automobiles like Blue Book, you are getting paid to critique these things. However, the difference is, these are people that are getting paid by a company or a media print, an online service that its whole purpose is to give reviews. Usually specifically on, they focus on one thing or the other. Now, that's what I think the difference is. That's where I think the difference actually lies. Now, me personally, there has been a couple of occasions where small press, private publishers have offered to pay me to review their products, and I've always turned that down. And the reason I've turned that down is because the creators, want to pay me to review their material. And I'm not going to do that, because I feel that if you're going to do that, first of all, you have to say that right up front on the video. You have to tell people, I'm reviewing this product. This is a paid review. I was paid by the company, by the publisher, to review this. Now, you have to do that. You really have to be fair. But once you do that, now you've opened up the floodgates for people that are going to sit there watching this video and thinking to themselves, well, I can't really trust you now, can I? Because they paid you, so you're going to say something good, because you're afraid as a reviewer that if you don't say anything good after accepting the money, that they're not going to send you any more free stuff. So I definitely see and understand the balancing point. But honestly, why are there reviewers out there that are verbally attacking other reviewers who get paid for it? As long as those reviewers are upfront in their video, as long as they're telling you from the beginning that the video you're watching was paid for, that was paid to do this by the producer, by the creator of this game. You have to do that right up front, and by doing that, that's where everything goes bad, I think. Okay, I'm going to say something here. I do personally think that the reason some individuals get so heated about attacking someone who did a paid review, okay, I'm going to be honest here, like I said, I think you're whining. I honestly think that you have nothing better to do, and you were just whining because nobody paid you. Well, I didn't get paid to review that game, but he did, so I'm going to attack him. That's what it really comes down to a lot of times. At least, let me rephrase that. That's the way it feels when I'm reading these things. When I'm on one of the Facebook groups, or if I'm on a BBG site, and I see this subject come up, it feels to me like people are being babies about it. Like, well, I don't get paid, so nobody else should get paid. Yeah, well, you know what? Too bad. Maybe nobody likes the way you do reviews. Maybe they don't think you're engaging enough. Maybe you're not even on their radar. It's not that they don't like your reviews. They don't even know you exist. Who knows what the reason is? For some reason, person A gets asked to review a product, and here's your payment, and person B never gets offered payment. Person B all of a sudden becomes an uptight little baby about it. Fair is fair. Well, no, life isn't fair, okay? So I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing all these comments everywhere, just attacking people. Now, like I said, I haven't accepted pay yet. I would accept pay, if this, my YouTube channel turned into something, that a larger site wanted to pick up and wanted to pay me for. I wouldn't have a problem with it, because it's not the creator of the games. It is a secondary company. It is someone not associated with it, someone removed from it, and that there's no problem with. And I don't see why anyone would have a problem with that. But, just stop your goddamn whining, okay? Nobody offered to pay you for it. There's a reason for that. And you should sit down and you should try to figure out what that reason is. If you want to get paid, figure out why they're not offering to pay you. Okay? And if you don't want to get paid, keep your mouth shut. Who cares? We all know what we know. If we want to believe someone saying that this is a paid review, but I am being honest about it, that is up to us. Each one of us watching the video to determine whether we want to believe that person or not. So this is a dead matter. Every time I see these posts, all I think about is you're complaining because you have nothing else to do. Leave the paid reviewers alone. And this is coming from someone that's not a paid reviewer. Okay, someone that's just sick and tired of this baby stuff. All right? So to get paid or not to get paid, it's not your call. Simple. It's just not your call. And if you're feeling, bad about that, there's nothing you can do. Okay, you can complain all you want, and you can point fingers and you can say, oh, that person took money, so he's not a fair reviewer. Really? I don't see anyone, complaining about movie critics. Oh, yeah, you might not like them, you might not agree with them, but as far as complaining about, oh, well, I don't trust movie critics because they're paid for their opinion. I don't trust people that, make reports for Zagat's because they're just paid to give these restaurants a good review. No, that's not the way it is. I don't trust people that write reviews in Kelly's Blue Book for cars. No, that's ridiculous. Absolutely, fantastically ridiculous. So please, everyone out there, just move on. Instead of taking the time to write a comment about how much you hate it when your fellow reviewers get paid for something, make more content. Make better content. Get yourself recognized. All right? That's all it really is. And that's been on my mind. Maybe that's why subconsciously I picked this Hulk shirt today, because, it's just, something that really annoys me, really irks me, that people are wasting their time doing this. And now it's caused me to get angry enough to waste my lunchtime on this midday monologue just to get this off my chest. But I think the difference is I'm not complaining about the people that are getting paid for the reviews. I'm complaining about all the people that have nothing better to do with their lives but to jump on people who get paid for reviews. So all you reviewers out there, if you get paid for something, just be upfront about it in your video. Let people know that you're paid by the company, or maybe you're paid by, a larger company that has nothing to do with the game. Whatever it is, just let us know. Because if you don't say anything, the viewer's going to assume that you're not paid. So that's it. If you're paid, say something. If you're not, don't bother saying anything. But just get the heck off everyone's back. All right? Get a life. Get something to do. Work on your own material. Use that time to work on your stuff. Make it better. Because that's all that should really matter to you. You may have your favorite pages. You may like your reviewers. There's certain reviewers you don't like. But if you're a reviewer yourself, that's all secondary. Some of it's even tertiary. Work on yourself. All right? So, everyone, this is Big Johnny G, another one of my midday monologues here at my lunchtime. So, I don't have anything else to say on it. I think that about got most of it off my chest until I start seeing some of the comments about this, and maybe that'll spark me for something else. But for right now, I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.